Welcome to my apartment time. I'm a star.
What's up, homies? It's your homegirl Natalie. Finally, after my 3-part apartment decorating series, it is now time for the apartment tour. I am so excited. But if you guys are new here, don't forget to subscribe to see more fashion and lifestyle videos from me. So I live here in Seoul, South Korea, and I have been living in this beautiful loft apartment for the past 3 years. I'm actually the first person to live here because this whole building is brand new. Like literally when I was moving in, they were still finishing up on this place. The location isn't in the city center, but the key money, like the big deposit, was still 10 million won, which used to be roughly around 10,000 USD, but the exchange rate got us all messed up, man. Ooh. Even that might seem like a big amount, but this is actually on the cheaper end of the key money spectrum here in Seoul. This is also a south-facing apartment, meaning I get sunlight all day, unless it's cloudy or raining or snowing. You know, you get what I mean. Unfortunately, with how things go in Seoul, there is construction everywhere. There are actually a couple buildings being built right in front of my place right now. So I'm just enjoying the last couple moments of complete unobstructed natural sunlight. You will be missed, yo. And the monthly rent for this place is 750,000 won. When I used to work at a public school, my school actually gave me a housing allowance of 500,000 won. So at some point, I was only paying 250,000 won for this apartment. Damn. Oh, and for the questions on how I found this apartment as a foreigner here in Korea, I will be talking about that at the end of the video, so make sure you stick around. A lot of love and thought has been put into this apartment throughout the years, so I really hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys at the end. Here is my entryway. Here I have my shoe closet. Obviously, you guys have already seen my earring collection. Well, part of it here, and I have some bags and stuff. Everything in my apartment, you need to really maximize the space that you have. We get to my closet area that consists of 4 closets. In the first one, I have hats, belts, dresses, pants, and long skirts. I used to keep my coats and jackets here, but realized that this space would be better used for the other clothing items. Underneath is where I store my blazers, short jackets, and sweaters. The space isn't high enough for the items to hang freely, but I make it work. The closet up top is where I store my jeans and, oddly enough, extra kitchen utensils. Here is where I normally keep like some cereal. The last one actually isn't used for clothing. I needed a space to store extra things like extra luggages, random odds and ends, and my vacuum cleaner. Some of the things I really love about this apartment, there's storage everywhere in every little nook and cranny. So even like with this, it pulls out. My little rice cooker, I have an air fryer, and I have a little mini oven, and they all fit. And when they're done, they get put away and things look neat. Here I have my little toaster, I have my microwave here. There is no door. I recently put this up. I think it just looks a lot neater. Space looks a little bit bigger. If not, you always just saw this. So this is my bathroom. These little doors, and then ta-da! First time in Korea that I actually have a separate shower space, which is really nice because normally in Korea your shower and your bathroom is just all in one. There's no door, there's no divider or anything. It definitely can get a little small. I make it work. I'm short myself. First aid stuff is here, skincare. I really wanted to put a plant in here, but this obviously gets no sunlight. So I recently put up these fake plants. Here I just have some extra skincare stuff, perfumes, a lot of shower stuff. Right here is actually where I keep my gardening supplies. Let's go to the toilet. This actually was a whole shelf that my friend gave to me. That's why I have these 2 little things here. And it closes that way. Ta-da! All these have their own actual like light switch. Ba 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 ba. I probably shouldn't do that. Moving on. Okay, and from the bathroom is where I I keep teas, vitamins, almonds, more teas, breakfast stuff. Bought these little guys from Daiso. It was just like $1 or something, and now I have a 2 little tier area, and I was able to fit more stuff because especially when I go abroad or when my mom comes to visit, she always brings me like 2 50-pound luggages worth of food. It ends up being like Tetris when I put everything together, but it works. Coming to the cabinets down below, we have beans, milk, chocolate, some things to know. Okay, whew. I got Trader Joe chips. I mean, I got a lot of Trader Joe stuff for not even living in America. Once these things are gone, they're gone. So that's why you have to really make it last. They're so good. My very little small liquor cabinet. For some people, they might even say that this is a small fridge, but for me, bro, I've been here 5 years and tell me this has been the biggest fridge. When I was actually even looking at this place, the fridge was one of the things that excited me the most because my previous fridge was maybe like this small. So having my own big ass fridge, oof, that's just amazing. Again, we have additional storage. This is right underneath my staircase. Have some additional things, milk, mi panettone, man. Extra glass containers. For this bottom one, I have all my Tupperware. I have my dishes and stuff. I have some pots. Okay, this was really cool. Is a drying rack, which that is so freaking convenient. Boom. Bam, look at that. Son, where are you going? Oh my God, the clouds just came in and just ruined the lighting for this. Okay, so we're back in my kitchen. Cabinet area where I have spices, oils, some extra things like coconut flakes, chia seeds, white cheddar popcorn, my favorite. Because it's a big old bag, I have to wait till like a particular day where I know I'm gonna like eat the whole thing. And it has some other like chips and things that are from the States. Honestly, I have a lot of willpower because once you finish eating them, like that's it, it's done, you know? Like I will wait like months to eat something. Again, I also put in another plastic shelf here because these are quite tall. I don't like that you have to like reach over every time for spices, but this just like easily just pick them out. Actually do normally cook at home. I don't necessarily like really enjoy cooking. I just do it out of a necessity. So having like really good spices is really important. Yes, I still have adobo Goya, but you already know once I finish it, we're done with Goya. I have dirty dishes now because I'm human. This is the first time I ever had a stove like this. This is kind of like an eating area. Sometimes do use it to eat, but I mostly use it to do some editing here. Anyway, this is my little office space slash counter space slash eating area. For anyone who hasn't seen like Korean apartments, yes, the washing machine tends to be like right there in your kitchen area. Pretty weird concept to understand at first, but you get used to it. Garbage and laundry and some utensils, pots, aluminum foil, baking sheets. So now we finally get to my living room. This is where I do all of my filming. So this is one side of my living room. The distance between my kitchen and this is not very far. Here is my super huge gallery wall. I have these 2 paint by numbers. I'm a super huge One Piece fan. It's so nice and it makes me so happy to always see Luffy and Zoro here. These little constellations are actually of everyone in my family, so I just feel like I had the family with me. These 2 watercolors are of my dogs, Rocky and Kaiser, which have now passed away, but I like that I still have them with me. These 2 prints are from Sonia Laszlo. I absolutely love her work. It also just went with like my color scheme. Actually, I really didn't have like my color scheme was like colors. These are like my backgrounds, right, to my videos, so I want to make sure that they look nice. As someone who really likes colors, really create like a really good background that I think reflects me and reflects my channel and what I'm about. Here is a wall art that I don't know if you guys watched my 6 or 7 wall art ideas that I did. Anything that's pom-pom I created in my apartment. I recently went back to Peru after like 10 years and I finally got to visit Cusco. And when I was in Cusco, just seeing like the amount of pom-poms, you know, I guess this is just really part of like my blood, making colorful things because, you know, we all about that. So it was just really nice to see. Here's my heating system. This button is for hot water and the other for the floor heating. Though I've never had to turn that one on since living here. Instead, I normally have my AC on, even during winter at times because my apartment stays warm all year round. This is by far the fanciest intercom I've had. I actually have a screen. Video pops up whenever someone calls from outside the building and from my door. I can also call the guard room, set up my home security, and sound an alarm. The top of my side table is where I keep my little alpaca I brought from Cusco, my snake plant, she's growing so well, and 2 other small air plants. Underneath, I keep extra journals, chargers for my electronics, and camera batteries. Here is my couch, which is actually a sofa bed. It was gray, so I put in this sofa cover to it. I used to use it. It's just a lot to take everything out and then to put everything back. Pillows here, I recently DIY'd in my most recent decorating my apartment series. I wasn't ever someone that was like too crazy about lighting, but I had a friend that was like, trust me, if you have like a lamp, it's really gonna change the whole ambiance to your apartment. And she was 100% right. Having this little light just makes my apartment seem so nice and warm. First big plant purchase, I was a little bit nervous, but thus far she's good. We're great. I like having a lot of plants in my house because it just added in more like warmth. My lift top table serves as a working space and a dining table. There's 2 additional hidden storage spaces where I keep electronics, camera equipment, my super old laptop, and leftover fabric. The other space is to store my incense and sage. I have my projector because I don't actually have a TV, and I don't have any blackout curtains just because I didn't want anything to block out the light. I was like, I'll just wait till the nighttime to use my projector, and also I could use this upstairs. I have my karaoke mic. Hello? This whole window space is the lifeblood of my apartment. Beautiful curtains that I actually made. I tried to find a place where I can get them like custom made. It was gonna cost me like, I think like over $300, and I was like, never mind. Because I don't have a sewing machine, I just did this with iron-on tape. And then I also made these pom-poms. It took me such a long time to do, but so worth it. I have this disco ball here. When the light just bounces off of that, when the little speckles of light come in, it's just so beautiful to see. That's why you really needed to see my apartment in the sunlight, because it literally shines. I love the fact that I have so much sunlight. Also, the night view is so freaking beautiful. During the day, during the night, just freaking priceless. So in this area, it's like a nook or something. Now we get to this part of my living room, which I am sure you guys know. This space is actually not the biggest, right? So I have to shuffle things a lot around here, but it's what you gotta do. I just added this wall art this year. Actually, it's in that wall art video, DIY video that you should check out. Here I just keep some of my blazers, carry my smaller bags, bigger, bulkier boots down here. I installed these 2 little shelves. I have the rest of my earrings and some flowers. Some are fake and some are actually real. This girl right here has been with me since I used to live in Daejeon. My camera does not have really good autofocus. She's my stand-in person. And I'm like, okay, focus. This painting right here is one that I got while I was in Cusco. Really makes me happy, and I just have something from home that I feel connected to. Yo, these stairs are quite tall, but it's for a good reason, because they actually have storage space in them, which is such a lifesaver. And they're all tucked away. You don't see all the stuff that's inside. And here I have a little mini baby Polaroid wall. I will say though, it's quite dangerous to keep it here because I have lost a couple Polaroids because they have fallen through the cracks of my stairs. I get to use this space over here as my backdrop. This is where I attach like fabric. I also have this whole like paper roll, but I really like using that because like I don't need to buy a actual backdrop stand or anything like that. Just put it here, and obviously it is way taller than me, so we're good on that. Honestly, this whole space really isn't that big, but it might seem a little bit bigger, and that's all because I have my wide angle lens. Now let's get into my bed. Had this been a whole actual floor, it would have been a game changer. This is the most I can stand up. Again, because I am short, it's okay, it works out. I actually recently changed the bed sheets to this. Beforehand, it was just like a dark blue, and here you don't get that much sunlight. So instead I just changed it to this off-white. I feel like it really just made the space a lot brighter, and especially because I have already like so much colors here, colors there, it's like able to kind of even everything out. And this is actually my first time I've ever had in my life a queen size bed. For most of my life, I always had a twin size bed. I even shared that with my mom. And ironically, I end up just sleeping this way. I don't even use up the space. space. I kind of wanted like a headboard, so instead I created this because it's colorful and it just goes with all of the stuff that's in my house. And yes, here I am, a whole grown-ass woman, but I still have a teddy bear. This is actually the teddy bear that I had since the day I was born, so that's why he's still with me. Call him Mr. Bear. Normally I just like sit down and just do my makeup here. I have a Polaroid with some of my favorite people in the world. And I also kind of use it, just want to be on my computer while I'm upstairs. This was even taller. Initially bought it for downstairs. I realized I didn't like it. My mom was visiting. I get home and I don't see this thing. And I was like, where is it? She's like, it's upstairs. I'm like, how did you do that? She shows me this little baby saw that she bought from Daiso. And now I have this little shelf space. I mean, like, you gotta give it up to my mom. I have makeup, extra makeup, some like scarves and stuff. My little K-pop fangirling section, and also my One Piece collectibles. Yes, I have a CD that is signed with my name. I was really happy that day. There is a video on it. I definitely did cry. I do have another signed CD. I have my One Piece collectibles, and I won all of these in Japan. Being able to win this from the little like arcade games in Japan is just like freaking crazy, man. I put in these little wire grids that I have hooked with some S-hooks. Ottoman, which I also keep my extra bed sheets. Here's the rest of my closet. I keep winter jackets, thinner sweaters, button-ups, blouses, etc. along with shorts, skirts, and off-the-shoulder tops. The dresser down below is, you guessed it, more clothes. My 2 suitcases here that are, of course, filled with clothes. Whatever empty space, you gotta fill it with something. I used to have this rug downstairs, but it got really dirty and matted there, so I washed it, and with a small plastic brush, I gave it a second life and brought it upstairs to have it become the centerpiece to my bedroom. Now let's do a final walkthrough of my whole place. What do you guys think? Isn't she amazing? She's beautiful. You beautiful, girl. Oh, waking up to this every morning makes me so happy. Makes me feel so blessed, you know? So now onto the questions. I found this apartment on an app called Coupang. There's a lot of apartment hunting apps here in Korea. However, I ended up finding a real estate agent to help me through the process, like seeing if it was actually real, because there are some people who will post up fake apartments just to get people to call them. Driving me here, scoping out the place. I also had the help of a Korean friend to translate everything for me. Really big plus. I do have a full video on the ins and outs of renting an apartment here in Korea, so check out that video if that's what you guys want to know more about. But that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So many people have asked me, like, girl, when is that apartment tour coming? I just never felt like she was ready. Finally this year I have more time to dedicate just to my apartment, and now she made it. This is her final form. I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you're staying safe. I hope this video finds you well. Please make sure to wear a mask when you go out. Make sure to vote. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!